Welcome to the Saturday edition of KMNH. With Toby, Emmy, and Omer. It's kids making the news happen.
And I'm Omer, and our top story tonight on everyone's minds is Cincinnati Public Schools going back to the classroom? Toby has this story.
Are we back in the classroom? That's the big question. According to Cincinnati Public Schools on September 21st, the CPS Board of Education will decide if students continue online distance learning or shift to a model that includes in-person learning. If they decide to start in-person learning, CPS will begin a phase-in approach as early as September 28th. And you know KMNH will be following this story next week.
It sure has been a month of adjustments for students, but we wanted to hear from parents. So we asked parents what have been their biggest challenges and what is the most positive thing that they have experienced during the month of online learning.
I'd say positive because the kids have gained new computer skills. Negative, I would say there's a little bit of a disconnect between what the kids are learning and not having that extra help that you get when you're one-on-one with your teacher.
The best has been the collaboration and the creativity and the community among families. Or the most challenging has been the technology. The technology is just not reliable. And the expectations that we're supposed to do things like testing as if this is a normal school year.
We want to hear from you, parents. Tell us what has been the biggest challenge and what has been a positive outcome from online learning. Write your comments below and make sure to watch our special follow-up news segment next week.
Dungeons & Dragons is probably the most well-known tabletop role-playing games out there. It's had 5.5 different editions, and the one that's easiest to understand, and the one with the largest group of people playing, is the newest one, 5th edition. And soon, 5th edition will be updated once again. That's right, Dungeons & Dragons will be getting another source book called Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. This book will not only include new spells and subclasses, but it will also include a brand new feature, Origins. Before this book, once you've chosen a race in D&D, there are expectations on how that race is played with your class. There are certain benefits you get or downsides you get, and that's what you're stuck with. But that has all changed. D&D has added a whole new level of character making, which will allow you to play different races while not being detrimental to the class you choose. This is the D&D writers and developers' attempt to end any racist stereotypes included in the game. I know I'm very excited to play with all the new subclasses and options presented by the new book. So look for it on November 17th.
How can you find anything wrong with a dog named Righty? Righty is the right dog for any owner that wants to own a beautiful 3-year-old chow mix. Righty loves people and is always eager to please and make new friends. Adopt or foster this gorgeous dog at the Cincinnati Animal CARE Northside Shelter. They are open daily from noon to 6 p.m. and you can visit cincinnatianimalcare.org to learn more.
Did you know that today's Saturday, September 19th, and tomorrow, Sunday, the 20th, you can adopt a dog for only $22? The Cincinnati Animal Care Shelter in Northside is celebrating 2 months of new operations and 2 days of adoptions for only $22. There are lots of dogs this weekend that need a good home, so make sure to stop in and take home a new 4-legged friend.
It's time for today's KMNH Community Spotlight, as Emmy and Tulip went on assignment to see how a group of Northside neighbors made a difference last Saturday by cleaning up neighborhood alleys.
Hi, I'm Emmy and I am currently standing in front of Balter Alley. Behind me are several volunteers dedicating their Saturday mornings to clean up alleys and make an impact in Northside.
This is almost, not only is it for the community, but also just self-serving for like neighbors that are walking the streets and that they feel like they can go anywhere without having to see which ones are cleaner than the others.
Well, it's important for the neighborhood to look good, but it's also good to come through for your neighbors when they ask you to do these things. So it's a combination of helping your neighborhood and helping your even more motivated neighbors to get the job done.
The alley cleanup started on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. The volunteer registration was for adults and even kids. Free shirts, waters, bandanas, and gloves were given away, and there were tools on hand. Everything from buckets to shovels and rakes. The volunteers were assigned to different alleys and away they went.
Find out.
We had about 26 people come and volunteer to clean up the alleys today.
And what's interesting too is some of the people that are getting involved are younger people than me, who I've been doing this for a long time, that are wanting to get involved, and we're just so excited to get all these people out there.
I'm here at Cary Alley, and these are some hard workers. They've been working since 9 a.m.
Because I live right over this alley, and it makes a big difference. They just were making it look so beautiful that I decided I better get down here and help.
These volunteers have been cutting down limbs, shoveling dirt, and you can really see the difference.
Thanks to Emmy and Tulip for that inspiring story, and thanks to everyone who helped clean up our neighborhood.
We have a new segment called Enough is Enough. Every kid knows you shouldn't ride your hoverboard in the house. But someone didn't teach that to a dentist in Alaska, according to People magazine. Yes, this month a dentist was sentenced to 12 years in prison for all sorts of criminal infractions, and one of those was actually extracting a tooth while standing on a hoverboard in his dental office. The Anchorage Daily News reported that during the dentist's trial, several of his former patients testified against him, including a woman that had a tooth pulled. Get this. While the dentist was standing on a hoverboard. The dentist was caught in a cell phone video actually pulling the unconscious woman's tooth before riding the hoverboard into the hallway and raising his hands over his head. I don't think they teach that trick in medical school. And I'm Toby, and enough is enough.
Guess what time it is? Time for another flower sale. And it's today, Saturday, September 19th. Starting at 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. or while supplies last, we will be having our second teen flower sale of 2020. Our Happen Teen Hall members rolled out of bed early this morning to pick flowers at 7:30 a.m. in the Happen outside garden. These beautiful flowers grow in all different colors, shapes, and sizes. They were grown by seeds by us teens, and after picking the flowers, the teens are working with adult volunteers to create bouquets that are on sale for $8 each. All proceeds will go to us kids that participate in it. So we hope to see you today at Happen. And that's it for today's KMNH broadcast.